What's cooking at Apple? Get ready for a shockwave of new devices. We're talking a whopping 10 new products, including M5 MacBooks and the long-awaited AirTag 2, all after the iPhone 17 series hits the shelves. The pace is insane. And speaking of the iPhone 17 Pro, prepare for a performance revolution. Apple has finally equipped the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max with a vapor chamber cooling system. A tech that's been on Android for years, but promises to keep those powerful chips running cooler and faster than ever before. Meanwhile, the financial world is buzzing about Apple Inc. Indiana Trust and Investment Management, Co., has made a significant portfolio adjustment, revealing just how much they value AAPL stock as their third-largest holding. We're diving deep into their strategy. And finally, a charger that's rewriting the rules. Apple's new 40W dynamic power adapter is a world's first, utilizing USB PD 3.2 AVS protocol to deliver a dynamic 60W max output. This could change how we charge our devices forever. Don't go anywhere. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon so you never miss an update. Apple's product Blitz, a surge of innovation on the horizon. The tech giant Apple isn't slowing down, not even after the highly anticipated iPhone 17 series launch. According to a report from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the company has an astonishing pipeline of at least 10 new products slated for release. Half of these are expected to hit the market before the close of 2025, with the remaining half rolling out in early 2026. This aggressive roadmap signals a period of intense product development, spanning across iPads, wearables, smart home devices, and crucially, next-generation MacBooks, all within the next 18 months. The M5 processor is set to be the powerhouse behind many of these upcoming releases. The iPad Pro is rumored to feature this new chip, promising enhanced efficiency and performance, potentially alongside a novel portrait-oriented front camera, possibly adopting the square sensor design seen in the iPhone 17. Even the cutting-edge Vision Pro headset is slated for an M5 upgrade, boosting its processing capabilities. While major design overhauls aren't expected for the headset, subtle enhancements like a new space black finish and an improved strap could be on the cards. Accessories and smart home devices are also getting a significant boost. The AirTag 2 is anticipated to integrate the U2 chip, mirroring the technology found in the latest AirPods Pro, which should lead to more precise tracking. The Apple TV and HomePod Mini are expected to receive processor upgrades, benefiting from Apple's new N1 networking chip. The Apple TV might also gain enhanced Siri capabilities and Apple Intelligence integration, while the HomePod Mini could be offered in new color options. Looking ahead to early 2026, Apple's laptop lineup will transition to M5 silicon. The MacBook Pro is set to receive a refresh, though it might arrive later than Apple's typical fall release schedule, with OLED panels and slimmer designs potentially debuting in late 2026. The MacBook Air will also adopt the M5 chip in the first quarter of 2026, bringing notable gains in efficiency and performance. Furthermore, 2 new external monitors are reportedly in development, including a successor to the Studio Display, both expected to maintain their 27-inch panel sizes. Beyond these core product categories, Apple's entry-level iPhone 17e is anticipated in spring 2026, featuring an A19 chip and other modest improvements. A long-rumored smart home hub focused on Siri could also launch in early 2026, coinciding with the rollout of iOS 26.4 and a revamped Siri experience. This extensive roadmap indicates a strategic focus on iterative improvements powered by M5 and in-house silicon, suggesting a year of consistent upgrades across Apple's diverse product ecosystem rather than radical redesigns. This wave of upcoming products has generated significant excitement among tech enthusiasts and analysts alike, with many anticipating how these M5-powered devices will redefine user experiences. The sheer volume and breadth of the planned releases underscore Apple's commitment to innovation and market leadership. Don't go anywhere, because we're about to reveal a game-changing upgrade finally coming to the iPhone 17 Pro. iPhone 17 Pro's secret weapon, the vapor chamber advantage. This year's iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max are sporting an upgrade that might sound technical, but it's a game changer for sustained performance: a vapor chamber cooling system. For years, high-performance smartphones have relied on various cooling methods, and Apple has finally adopted a vapor chamber. This sophisticated system involves a sealed cavity containing a network of metal strands and a small amount of fluid, typically deionized water. When the phone's chipset heats up, the fluid evaporates, transferring heat to cooler parts of the chamber where it condenses, creating a continuous cooling cycle. This process effectively spreads the heat generated by the processor over a much larger area, preventing uncomfortable hot spots and, more importantly, preventing the chip from throttling its performance due to overheating. This upgrade is particularly significant because it complements Apple's shift back to an aluminum frame for the iPhone 17 Pro. The unibody aluminum design facilitates better heat dissipation across the entire device, working in tandem with the vapor chamber. Apple is highlighting improved sustained performance alongside peak performance gains from the new A19 Pro chip. The ability to consistently utilize that peak power, much like a four-wheel drive car can maintain traction in various conditions, is what truly elevates the user experience, especially for demanding tasks like gaming or intensive work. While this is a welcome addition, it's also a case of Apple playing catch-up. Leading Android manufacturers have been implementing vapor chambers for years, with Samsung introducing it in 2016 and OnePlus following suit in 2021. Google's Pixel 9 Pro models also feature this technology. Apple's reputation for adopting new technologies deliberately, often after they've been refined elsewhere, is evident here. It's been nearly a decade since vapor chambers became mainstream in flagship smartphones, and while their inclusion on the iPhone 17 Pro is exciting, one can't help but wish it had arrived sooner. This technology is crucial for maintaining Apple's performance lead, which has been challenged recently by advanced Snapdragon chips in competing Android devices. Historically, iPhones have excelled in peak performance, but sustained loads have sometimes led to heat issues. The vapor chamber aims to rectify this, ensuring the iPhone 17 Pro remains powerful and comfortable to use even under heavy processing. The addition of the vapor chamber is a key factor in the iPhone 17 Pro's potential benchmark and endurance scores. While new designs, camera improvements, and battery enhancements are visually appealing, this internal cooling upgrade is arguably the most consequential for the long-term user experience and performance. But what does this mean for Apple's financial standing? We're breaking down a major investment move by Indiana Trust and Investment Management, Co. concerning AAPL stock. Indiana Trust and Investment Management, Co. adjusts Apple stake. What it means for AAPL investors. In a significant portfolio maneuver, Indiana Trust and Investment Management, Co. has recently adjusted its holdings in Apple Inc. Nasdaq, AAPL, revealing the tech giant's substantial weight within their investment strategy. According to their latest 13F filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Indiana Trust and Investment Management, Co. reduced its position in Apple shares by 2.8% during the first quarter. Despite this slight decrease, the firm still holds a considerable 59,994 shares of Apple stock, after divesting 1,728 shares. This strategic allocation makes Apple the third-largest position in their investment portfolio, representing 4.8% of their total holdings. At the close of the most recent quarter, these Apple shares were valued at an impressive $13,326,000. This move by Indiana Trust and Investment Management Co. is part of a broader landscape of institutional investor activity surrounding Apple. Other funds have also been actively trading Apple shares. For instance, ROSS Johnson and Associates, LLC, saw a dramatic 1,800% increase in its Apple holdings, acquiring an additional 180 shares to own 190 shares valued at $42,000. Life Planning Partners Inc. and Elite Financial Inc. initiated new positions in Apple during the fourth and first quarters, respectively, investing around $47,000 and $58,000. Conquest Financial LLC and LSV Asset Management also made new investments in the fourth quarter, with stakes valued at approximately $63,000 and $65,000. Collectively, institutional investors and hedge funds maintain a dominant ownership of approximately 67.73% of Apple's outstanding stock. Apple's stock has shown resilience, opening at $234.07 on Monday, with a market capitalization reaching $3.47 trillion. The company boasts a P/E ratio of 35.52 and a PEG ratio of 2.43, with a beta of 1.11, indicating a slight sensitivity to market movements. Its 50-day moving average stands at $221.50, and the 200-day average is $212.02, with a 52-week range between $169.21 and $260.10. Financially, Apple reported strong quarterly earnings, with EPS of $1.57 for the quarter ending July 31st, surpassing analyst estimates of $1.43. The company achieved a net margin of 24.3% and a return on equity of 170.91%, with revenue reaching $94.04 billion, a 9.6% year-over-year increase. Analysts maintain a generally positive outlook on Apple. Morgan Stanley has set a price objective of $240 with an overweight rating, while Citigroup reiterates a buy rating. Needham & Company LLC holds a hold rating, as does UBS Group. Loop Capital recently adjusted its price objective to $226 with a hold rating. Overall, the consensus among analysts leans towards a moderate buy, with an average target price of $240.80, according to iPad Focus data. In other notable insider activity, SVP Deirdre O'Brien sold 34,821 shares for approximately $7.77 million on August 8th, reducing her direct holdings but still maintaining a significant stake valued at over $30 million. This transaction, representing a 20.3% decrease in her position, was publicly disclosed. Get ready for a charger that's not just an accessory, but a piece of groundbreaking technology changing the game for your devices. Apple's revolutionary charger, the 40W dynamic power adapter with 60W max. Apple has quietly introduced a world's first with its new Apple 40W dynamic power adapter with 60W max, a charger that redefines power delivery for mobile devices. This innovative adapter is the first on the market to support the USB PD 3.2 AVS, adjustable voltage supply, protocol. Unlike traditional chargers that offer fixed voltage outputs, AVS allows for granular voltage control, enabling more precise and efficient charging tailored to the specific needs of a device. This means the charger can dynamically adjust its output to provide the optimal voltage at different stages of the charging cycle, ensuring faster charging speeds without compromising battery health or causing overheating. For context, smartphone and laptop batteries don't charge at maximum input throughout the entire process. Instead, voltages are regulated to slow down charging as the battery nears full capacity. AVS allows for finer adjustments to this process. While branded as a 40W charger, its 60W max capability means it can deliver a higher power output for a limited time. Tests indicate it can sustain this peak 60W rate for approximately 18 minutes. This makes it ideal for rapid charging of newer iPhones, such as the iPhone 17 lineup, which Apple claims can reach up to 50% charge in just 20 minutes with this adapter. However, it's not designed to continuously power high-demand devices like a MacBook Pro, which would require a sustained 60W output. This distinction is why Apple markets it as a 40W charger with a 60W maximum burst capability. The introduction of this adapter also highlights Apple's strategy regarding fast charging. To achieve the advertised rapid charging speeds for the iPhone 17, users will likely need to purchase this specific $39 Apple adapter. Alternatively, consumers will have to wait for third-party manufacturers like Anker to release compatible USB PD 3.2 AVS chargers, which could offer similar performance at potentially different price points. This technology represents a significant step forward in power adapter design, offering a more intelligent and adaptable charging solution. It maximizes efficiency and speed for compatible devices, setting a new standard for how we power our essential tech. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. But before you go, let's do a quick recap of everything we covered. All right, Apple fans, that was a whirlwind of updates. We saw Apple's massive product roadmap with M5 MacBooks and AirTag 2 on the horizon. The iPhone 17 Pro is finally getting a vapor chamber for sustained performance. Indiana Trust and Investment Management Co. has adjusted its significant Apple holdings. And a revolutionary new Apple charger is changing the game with dynamic power delivery. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to iPad Focus for all your Apple news, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all social platforms for more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.